Hey guys, welcome to your Wellness Wednesday. You're here with Chelsea Marie from chelseamariecoaching.com, and today we are going to talk about relationships, specifically the ones that make you want to run away. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So we've all been through this. We've all been in a long-term relationship where after a period of time, we realize that we are just no longer compatible, or we've just, we're always growing in life and we're not always growing with that person. So we get to a point where we realize that this is either not the person for for ourselves anymore, or sometimes, the relationship kind of goes toxic. It can come down to a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, walking away from a relationship that is now become unhealthy. Maybe not necessarily that person has become toxic, but the relationship itself. I mean, at the end of the day, if two people are in a relationship and neither of them really fully want to be in it, but have a hard time walking away or letting go, it's just not healthy for anybody. So that's exactly what today's live is all about. Before I dive in, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. For those of you who don't know me and you're brand spanking new to the live, as I mentioned, I'm Chelsea Marie. I'm a board certified health coach, and I specialize in helping men and women not just lose weight, but feel ultimately amazing in their body and really take control of their health. So relationships is actually one of my favorite topics with my clients. I find a lot of us don't realize how much our relationships are really affecting not just our energy levels, but our weight, our immune system. It affects our entire being. Just think about when you first get into a relationship, everything is just glorious. You are in that honeymoon phase, you have more energy, all those problems that you had all of a sudden have just dissipated and don't exist anymore. And then once that honeymoon phase starts to slide away, all of those stressors that we had once start kicking in again. So for everyone, it's going to be a little bit different. But essentially, when you get to a point, whether it's been 5 years or 2 years or 7 years, and you realize that you've outgrown each other, or you no longer want the same thing, and you're just not sure how to move out of it, this is going to be the exact protocol or maybe not the exact, but it'll be something that you can try to really support you in this process. So keep in mind, I'm a huge fan of really doing everything that you can before you walk away from a relationship. So I personally truly believe that one of the worst things that we can do is leave a relationship and not say everything that we wanted to say, and to not really try not just to try our ultimate best. Because the worst thing ever is to walk away from something and question, well, what if I had tried harder? What if I had done a better job at this? Or what if I had said this? Could I have saved the relationship? A lot of the times we don't realize what something really means to us until we walk away. And that's one of the reasons why we have such a hard time walking away, because we know, in our subconscious mind, we know that we might change our mind afterwards. But if we can prep ourselves ahead of time by getting everything off our chest and doing our absolute best, then it makes it so much easier to walk away knowing that you said and you did everything that you could. So this protocol here that I'm going to share with you guys is actually what I did to move away, or not move away, but to walk away from my 7-year relationship. So my partner was phenomenal. We just ultimately wanted different things and weren't happy in the relationship anymore. So it's not that either one of us were toxic. Well, I don't know, maybe he thinks otherwise. But at the end of the day, we just were not good for each other. So this is what I did, and I found it really made all the difference in the world. And it's funny because it's the exact protocol that I actually use with my clients to walk away from unhealthy habits, foods, thoughts, and beliefs. It's actually the exact outline of my 21-day program. It worked so well for myself and so many of my clients that I actually turned it into a program as well. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is declutter your entire world. And by your entire world, I mean like your house, your car, your office space. And the reason for this is because letting go of physical things really flexes your letting go muscle. So as you start to declutter your closet and you get rid of, whether it's jeans or dresses or just outfits that you haven't worn in like a decade, you're going to start to realize how hard it is to let go. And it's not because you need it or that you even love it. It's just that it's hard sometimes to let go. We have this belief in our mind. It's a fight or flight thing where, we always feel it's better to have more as a survival mechanism, and that the less that we have means that the less equipped we'll be for survival. So once we get in the hang of just letting go of our physical things, like I said, our books, just everything in your space, just declutter everything and anything. And throughout the process, you'll realize how attached you are to things that you don't even need. So as this happens, as you let go of everything, it'll make it so much easier for you to really fully consciously realize what is worthy of being in your space. Not just clothing wise, but relationships and foods and thoughts and beliefs and so forth. Hey guys, thanks for joining. By the way, if you guys have any questions, please post them down below. If you guys have any of your own tips, we'd all love to hear about it. So also post those down below. And if you know anyone who could benefit from hearing this, if your friend or a family member is maybe going through a rough time with their partner and they're not too sure how to go about it and they're contemplating on leaving, also tag them down below. Okay, so first thing that you want to do is just to declutter your space. You are going to feel 1,000 times better. You're going to feel like you're going to feel 1,000 times lighter, and you're going to feel like $1,000,000. So once you do this, it will be so much easier for you to, like I said, really start to let go of other things in your life too. Second thing is, it's so crucial to really just consistently top yourself up on nutrients. Really, really, really high dense nutrient foods. Anytime we're going through a heartbreak, our body is really severely depleted in nutrients. Stress really depletes our B vitamins. It depletes our minerals. It makes it so much harder. All of a sudden, you've lost I can't talk. Too many thoughts in my mind. You've lost a ton of energy. You're obviously going through a huge heartbreak. So it just makes it harder to make any decisions when we're already feeling so depleted. So when you can just start topping yourself up on nutrients, on leafy greens, on superfoods, and like I said, just get those nutrients back in your body, you'll get your energy back up, you'll just feel better, you'll have a more clear mind. It'll be a lot easier to really, understand what it is that you want for yourself, but also how to go forward with actually making a decision. So at the end of the day, the more we invest in ourselves, the more we invest in our well-being, the things that actually don't serve us anymore will usually effortlessly really fall out of our life. And the things, when we start investing in ourselves, we essentially start upgrading everything. We start upgrading our mind, we start upgrading our life, and when we start raising our vibration, feeling better, the things that don't serve us will fall away, and the things that do serve us will make their way into our world. Hey Tina, thanks for joining. So number 3 is to journal, just to essentially do anything that really helps to clear your mind, but also helps you to get really crystal clear on what it is that you actually want. So journaling is phenomenal for really helping you to get clear about what it is you actually want. So if you are trying to understand what this relationship means to you, why you're hanging on to it, start writing it down, because once you realize all the reasons why you're hanging on, for everyone, it's going to be totally different. I've had clients tell me that they're hanging on just because of the sake of them just being alone. And then after realizing the only reason why they were actually hanging on, not just because they wanted to be with that person, but because they just were afraid to be alone, they realized that what their real issue wasn't their partner, but was just learning how to be with themselves and learning how to be alone. So as you start journaling, you'll really start to tap into your subconscious mind. You'll really start to uncover what it is that is really keeping you in this relationship. You'll start to uncover what's holding you back and ultimately what you want. And then other things like going for a walk and meditation will really just help to clear your mind. If your mind has too many thoughts, it's just going to be hard to get clear about anything. So, it's just like when you have a problem. The more you focus on the problem, you're never going to come up with a solution. But the minute you take a step back from the problem and you clear your mind, you give yourself a new environment, take a break, then the answer always comes back to you. So try these out, see how it works for you. I know that walking away from any relationship, any heartbreak is never an easy thing. However, you'll find that once you say everything you need to say, once you do all that you need to do, and once you really start investing in yourself and topping yourself back up, you'll feel so much more confident about your decision. And then once you make that decision, you will start to transform your entire world, because all that energy that was once sucking, or not sucking the life out of you, but that was draining you and holding you back. And keep in mind, if you're feeling this way, then they're feeling this way too. There's no way that one person is feeling so amazing and so happy and the other person is feeling so down and depressed. When you're living with someone and when you're really that close to someone, you're both feeling the exact same way. So yeah, anyways, I hope this helps you guys out. And like I said, all that energy that was really draining you, that energy essentially wants to be filled. It's just going to be filled with newer things that actually give you more energy and that actually match your energy as well. So I'm going to head on out. If you guys have any questions, like I said, post them down below. I'm going to hop on over into the private Heartcore Living group so you guys can catch me there. If any of you guys are in a place where you are feeling drained, depleted, overwhelmed with life, and you know that the changes that you're craving is so much more than just food, if you know that what you're craving is really a new lifestyle, something that really fuels you sustainably on a daily basis, then I highly recommend you to hop on over and to check out the 21-Day Life Detox Solution. This is a program that I launch twice a year, and we do it together as a group. So week one, very similar to what I just described. Week one, we focus on getting crystal clear about what we want. And then week number 2 is decluttering our environment, redesigning our environment to really suit the healthy goals that we want for ourselves. And then week number 3 is how to amplify everything, and specifically your mindset, how to structure your mindset and how to make your mindset work for you instead of against you and holding you back from all the things that you want. So if you guys have any questions, you can click the link above or you can message me privately. Anyways, have an awesome day and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.